So, PSV loss. Arsenal 0. And that, I can't even get my words out. I am so fuming. I am so angry. I am so upset. Although I shouldn't be, because these people that say they're level-headed Arsenal fan. What does that mean? That means you're a sheep. Bah, bah. I'm a level-headed Arsenal fan because I've seen the same story unfold 19 years in a row, and this football club not do what is required. Before we get into talking about that game and some of the players in that game and the manager in that game, can't blame refs tonight. VAR, linos, refs saved us on 3 other occasions, because it was 5-0 if you take away the disallowed, or don't take away the disallowed, should I say. But big up to everybody who watched the watch-along. Again, another Europa League night where the watch-along, the chats, the comments surpassed the performance of this football club. And yeah, it is what it is. Make sure you follow my Insta League Gunner 82, TikTok League Gunner AFC. All links are in the description. Kenny Ken's fan cam, Jez fan cam, and Matt fan cam are coming up after this one. Big up to everybody who's showing love to the channel recently. We need to talk about a few players tonight. Who was your man of the match? We'll do that in player ratings. Cheers, guys. Suave settings. They weren't suave on the pitch tonight, were they? That's Top Gooner tears I'm sipping in right now. But anyway, let's start with the lineup. Ramsdale in goal. Because Tina Turner, despite training and clips of him on the Arsenal website in training, had a tight groin. I thought there was a no sex before match day thing. I don't know. Maybe he was, I don't know. Maybe you lunged for a dive and did a groin. I don't know. It is what it is. So Ramsdale was in goal. Cool. Ramsdale in goal. Tomiyasu at right back. Saliba, shocked to see him. Although I did think we would go kind of strong because we only needed a point. So I thought we'd go pretty strong. That gets us bypassed around the 32, straight into the round of 16. Bish, bash, bosh. We can put that tournament to bed until March. But I was shocked to see Saliba. But anyway, Rob Holding, the cheerleader, the Arteta cheerleader. He started. Kieran Tierney, my favourite player at the club. He had an absolute disaster, by the way. He was shocking. Odegaard. When can we have this conversation without it being a problem? Like when? Like team huddles and all of this at kickoff. Team huddle in the second half. He said 5 words. You can do it, guys. You can do it, guys. That's all he said. 5 words. You can do it, guys. And yeah, shocking. Fabio Vieira. Less said about him, the better. Martinelli. Boy, real talk. Not good enough. And who else did we have? Who was on the right-hand side? Oh, it was Vieira, wasn't it? Oh, Bambi Lokonga. Why is this guy starting games? Why is he even in the squad? Why is he at the club at the moment? We loaned out a centre-back for 3 seasons. Yeah, because he wasn't ready. But Arteta actually thinks this guy's ready. By the way, reality check, this guy's 23 years old. 23. But because Vincent Kompany and Thierry Henry said, oh my God, you've got a gem, Arsenal fans are in delirium. Eddie Nketiah. Okay, mate. That's now 5 Europa League games, 2 goals, one of which, by the way, the goalkeeper that plays for Zurich should have saved. I mean, even my sister, my daughter, my dead nan, my dead auntie, my great-great-grandma, they'd all saved that shot that Eddie Nketiah scored in that game. But don't worry, because he scored 5 goals that helped us go from 4th to 5th. And he was worth 100 grand a week, and Big King's number on the back, TT's number on the back. Don't worry about that. He ain't scored in the league, had a performance, come off the bench in every game. But don't matter, does it? As for his substitutions, kind of waving the white flag, isn't he, Mikel? Yeah, waved the white flag. 2-0 down with 15 minutes to go, and you take off 2 defenders, and we're thinking, what are you going to do here? Where's Reece? Let's bring Reece on. Let's get Reece on the pitch. He's played in that league. I think he actually played for them, didn't he? Did he play for them? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's bring Reece on. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll wave the white flag and we'll bring on 2 defenders. Ben White and the Bozo gene when we need 2 goals. If Man City had waved the white flag against Aston Villa on the last day of the season, they wouldn't have won the league. But doesn't matter. If Man United had waved the white flag against Bayern Munich in '99, they wouldn't have won the Champions League. But don't worry, Mikel. Don't worry, mate. You waved that white flag. Thomas Partey was doing up his best Bambi Lokonga impressions when he come on. What was that performance? Gabriel Jesus, I didn't even know was on the pitch until he got booked. And he now misses the next game, I believe. No, I'm lying. That's Granit Xhaka. I'm lying. Granit Xhaka misses the next game. Yeah. Bukayo Saka with another, woo! Let's do another dive. He's getting a bit of a rep for this diving malarkey, isn't he? That was go down as one of the worst performances I've ever seen, let alone under this manager. And there's been some bad ones under this manager. I don't need to sit here and spend an hour and a half reeling them all off. But I take back everything I said about Xavi Simons last week on the fan cam and in the watch along. That guy scored one of the greatest disallowed goals you'll ever see in your life. Shocking performance defensively on that goal. Kieran Tierney got sent back to Glasgow. Bob Balding got sent back to Bolton, which is actually his level. And William Saliba was doing up baby giraffe in the box. Cool. Aaron Ramsdale. I, at one point, was like, well, there's no outfield player that's actually man of the match. So we've got to give it to Ramsdale. He's made a couple of saves. And then all of a sudden, Aaron Ramsdale goes, do you know what? I don't want man of the match, mate. Superman. Well, guess what? Superman ain't saving ish, bruv. End of. That is disgusting. That performance was a sham. But you know what? I shouldn't be surprised, shocked, and amazed by that performance because we've seen that against Zurich, twice against Bodo, against PSV last week, PSV this week, Leeds United, Southampton. That's 7 games. Woohoo! When was the last time that Jesus had a good game? When was the last time that Odegaard actually stayed on for 90 minutes? When was the last time Odegaard actually had a good game? I don't want to see none of you little statisticians, doing up, oh, yes, but Granit Xhaka and Odegaard and Jesus, oh, they go, because I'm a statistician, a mathematician. Oh, I'm going to tweet it out because I'm a top gooner with 100,000 subs. Or follow, oh, you ain't got subs, have you? Because they don't follow you over to here. They're not easy putting your face on camera, is it, you muppets? Yeah, absolutely sick to death of being told I'm negative. No, when these people sit there and say they're level-headed Arsenal fans, you're not. You're a dumb prick. Dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. Yeah? Dumb. You are dumb. You are a sheep. Bah. Get in the bin. I'm a level-headed Arsenal fan because I've seen Arsenal go through stages in the last 20 years like this. And I know what's coming. Fantastic start. We've been the best team in the league. That ain't the debate. Granit Xhaka has been the best player at the club this season. Fantastic. Superb. Mikel Arteta in most of the games in the league has been superb. But guess what? Manchester United, his substitutions killed the game off. His defensive high line killed the game off. This manager against Southampton, again, his substitutions killed the game off. Tonight, his substitutions waved the white flag. Do you know what? He actually sat down on the bench like this tonight, talking to AirPod Albert. Like, yeah, you watching Gunners Watch Along? Yeah, okay, you're watching Gunners Watch Along. What's he saying? He's saying, yeah, he's having a right go. Yeah, cool. Why aren't you landing planes, mate? Why don't you land in planes? Normally you land in planes. A manager that stands on the touchline directing their club all the way through and their team all the way through 90 minutes of football, micromanaging it, is not confident with the game plan that he put in place. Go and have a look at Potter. He's very rarely out of his seat because he backs his tactics and his game plan. The top managers very rarely stand on the touchline micromanaging. Very rarely. But what do I know? I'm negative and toxic. Let me tell you something right now, and I'm going to give you the heads up right now. Because whilst it's fun and it's great that we're top of the league and everyone's Tottenham, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, City, yeah, guess what? None of you believe we'll win the league. Yeah, rightly so. but you're all sitting there giving it the mouth like we're going to win the league. Now's the time to stick it on the club. But you won't, because most Arsenal fans, not all, but most, have never seen us win a league. And most of them are losers that are sucked in by the PR of this football club. I've seen enough of this manager, especially in Europe. Forget the league this season. We ain't winning it. I still think we'll finish fifth. I'm sticking with fifth. That squad is a shambles. And top gooners are out here and super fans giving it, 10 out of 10 window. Cool. Okay, mate. Well done. I'm telling you right now, I've seen enough of this manager in Europe. Couldn't beat Olympiacos after we scored in the last minute. Straight from kickoff, knocked out the tournament with their goal. Villarreal. Villarreal couldn't score a goal in 2 legs against Good Evening. Was not a good evening. It was a bad evening. Now we've seen him get absolutely wiped off the pitch by Van Nistelrooy. Man looks like a horse. Nay, he looks like a horse, bruv. You have just absolutely been bolted off of that horse. The horse has bolted. It's bolted. You've been done by it. It's been their manager since August. They scored 5 goals. I'm done. Adios, amigos. Arteta fuera para siempre. Check out all the fan cams. Adio. Ciao. I'll win the war. I always do. Laters.